So you're finally coming to the UK.
With all the euphoria of getting an unconditional offer letter, visa, and just everything sorted, it can be difficult to focus on anything else now. Luckily, I love making lists, so what to pack is one less thing you have to worry about.
Once you've confirmed your tickets, the first thing you have to do is check for baggage allowance. Some airlines offer 3 suitcases of 23 kilos and 1 suitcase of 10 kilos for students who are traveling abroad for the first time. Knowing your baggage allowance will allow you to plan your packing a bit better. You can buy anything and everything that you've forgotten to bring along, but your documents are irreplaceable. So the first thing that you have to do is take an envelope or a clear bag and write a list of all the important documents that you need to take along with yourself.
This would include your passport, your tickets, your TB certificate, your proof of being a student like the acceptance letter from the university, proof of accommodation, your records for immunization and vaccinations, any certificates, degrees, experience or reference letters, your international driving license, any health or travel insurance that you have, and if you're taking any prescription medication, I would add the prescription of that medication in this pack along as well.
Along with all the documents, I would also recommend keeping a few spare passport size photos with yourself. They can be quite expensive to get them done over here, and make 1 copy of everything that you have because you don't know when you might need it. Well, now that's out of the way, so now let's crack on to everything else that you might need. For household items, you only need the bare essentials. Everything under the sun is available in the UK, especially if you're in a big city. You will have a local international store, that's funny, local international store, or a desi store who will have more variety than your local Guyana store. And even if you're based in a small town, shops like IKEA will deliver to most places across the UK. So just have a browse of the IKEA UK website so you can have an idea of the collection that they have and all the places that they deliver to. I'm suggesting IKEA because they have very good quality products and they're very economical as well. So what you need to bring along is basically everything that you need if you were like quarantined for a week. So like for example, a plate, a bowl, a mug, spoon, fork, knife, a mixing bowl, a couple of Tupperware boxes, a saucepan, a fry pan, and if you make rotis, then you can bring a rolling pin as well, although you don't need to bring the board as you can always roll it out on a shelf and it will just take up extra space bringing the board along. At the same time, you can get rotis, parathas and naans and whatnot from here, from the local shops. So unless you really want to make your own rotis, you don't need it. Irrespective of where you are in the UK, it's going to be cold and wet most of the time. But how cold will vary depending on your location. If you're a bit up north, it will be a bit more snowy in the winter. If you're more to the south, then it will just be wet.
Sufficient clothing will include 2 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of formal trousers, 4 to 6 t-shirts, a couple sweatshirts, 1 really warm waterproof jacket, socks, beanie, scarf, a good comfortable pair of sneakers in which you can walk for hours, home slippers, a pair of flip-flops,
for all your electrical appliances,
very good
your
and warm
laptop,
thermals.
your phone, your AirPods, your iPad, your Kindle, your whatever, your straightener, your dryer, everything has a UK compatible adapter. You can get a couple of adapters and then maybe 1 extension cable so you can plug things in that and you don't have to get an adapter for everything. Along with your essential electronics, I would also recommend to keep a spare power bank, charger, headphones, phone case, and a screen protector. You can keep a small travel size shampoo, conditioner, face wash, and a normal toothpaste, toothbrush, and a hairbrush. I wouldn't recommend getting full packs because it'll just fill up your space and you can get all of these toiletries very easily over here. And of course, your makeup pouch and minimal jewelry. If you wear prescription glasses, I would recommend keeping a spare pair with yourself because getting prescription glasses in the UK can be quite pricey. Along with that, if you are on any medication, I would recommend checking what dosage you need and packing it accordingly. And along with that, the prescription for your medication, pack that in your documents. I would also recommend keeping a spare 2 courses of antibiotics. It's a bit cheeky, but you don't normally get antibiotics here very easily, and our immune systems, they just sometimes need the antibiotics.
A notebook, pen, pencil, tape, and scissors. These are really important to have on hand, but at the same time, one of each is enough.
On top of the miscellaneous list is the not so miscellaneous currency, something from your home country and British pounds. Along with that, stuff like a needle and a thread, some safety pins, a first aid kit, which could have some bandages, alcohol wipes, and ointment like Xyloid or Polyfax. And then, very, very important, an umbrella. And equally important, sunglasses. And what else? A water bottle, very important. Along with that, you need a tote bag or a backpack to carry your shopping and take it to college. Last but not the least, bedding. Bedding is something that usually does not come with college accommodation. You will need a duvet, a pillow, duvet cover, pillow cover, and a bed sheet. All of these items can be quite bulky to carry. So what I would recommend is that before coming over here, you can just pre-order this stuff for yourself. So when you come here, all of the stuff has already arrived. Try to keep your luggage minimal, because not only that you don't need all this extra stuff, but also you're gonna have trouble storing all of this, as the storage in accommodations can be quite limited. And whatever you're packing, make sure to pack all of your stuff in strong, sturdy suitcases, because these are gonna last you for years to come. Especially your small hand carry, you will be using that all the time during your train travels, intercity, or even when going abroad. I hope this was helpful for you. If you feel like I've missed anything, do let us know in comments below so it can be helpful for others as well. And if you feel like you need to know what absolute essential things you need to know once you arrive in the UK, then we have that video lined up next. So stay tuned, and until then, happy packing!